All right, guys. So let's start the masterclass. First of all, thank you so much for joining the today's masterclass organized by Ellipse Education. During the masterclass, anywhere, if my voice is not clear or if my screen is not visible, you can type in the chat. We are regularly checking the chat. And also, if you have any questions during the masterclass, you can also type in the chat. We will address all the question and will make sure each and every question is answered by end of the masterclass. Okay. And we will also give it the chance so that you can also ask question one-on-one to me and also Vail Murugan, right? So before we start the masterclass, let me introduce myself, right? Hello, everyone. I am Abhishek Agrawal. I am a Microsoft certified Azure data engineer. I'm having 8 years of experience into Azure data engineering domain, right? So I will be the host of today's masterclass, right? And together with me, Vail Murugan will be assisting us with Snowflake data engineering course, which he has designed for all of us, right? And he will be the tutor of the Snowflake data engineering course. And I am here to assist him to organize the masterclass to help him to explain few of the things, right? All right. So this is a brief about the like me and also the Vail Morgan who will be the tutor of the Snowflake data engineering course, right? And in Education Ellipse, right? In Education Ellipse, we provide all the training related to Snowflake data engineering domain, AWS data engineering domain, Azure data engineering domain, right? And then Data Factory, Databricks training, right? We provide all the training. And in Education Ellipse, the all the trainers which we onboard are the like working professionals. They are basically working in the real time industry, and then we onboard only the tutors who are working professionals, and then who can basically guide us, who can teach real time projects, which only onboard those people, right? So let me give you about Education Ellipse in general, right? Our website is down right now, so I will just write it down and give you a brief about the Education Ellipse in general, right? So in Education Ellipse, we basically, as I told you, that we provide the training from the mentors who are working in the industry, from the mentors who are currently working professional, right? And then at the same time, we will help you end to end. Reason being that we will basically help you to do real time projects, right? Real time projects. So suppose I am a Azure data engineer, so I basically teach all the projects related to Azure data engineering domain, which I have done in my career. Similarly, Vail Murugan, the projects which he has done in his career, he will be teaching those projects in Snowflake data engineering course, right? And like after that, we will also help you to write this project in your resume, right? We will also help you to write this project in your resume. And after that, we will also help you to understand like the scenario based interview question, and then what are the technical challenges you have faced in the like what technical challenges we have faced in the project, which you can also explain in the interview, right? And then we will take a mock interview so that you're fully prepared. So and then we will be there with you till the time you get a job. It's not like the training is done and then support is done. We will be there with you till the time you get a job. So we will first train you the real time projects, then we will help you to write this project in your resume, then we will help you to basically answer all the scenario based interview question, right? And then we'll take a mock interview so that you're fully prepared, and then we will also there with you till the time you get a job. So if you're giving an interview, if you want to discuss some of the things with us, we will be there with you. You can discuss with us, right? And we are giving all of this promises, reason being that we take only limited students. So we have a limited seats, right? We take only limited students. So for Snowflake data engineering course, we are taking only like 20 working professional for overall training, right? And then we will train you end to end, right? We will not take any single student more than 20 working professional, right? So Snowflake data engineering course, we are only taking 20 working professional whom we will teach them, we will guide them till the end, right? And as all of us are working professional, right? So suppose Whale is also doing projects around different companies right now, right? So basically, we do it as a side hustle. We take few of the students, we help the time till the time they get a job, right? And also, we have a 7-day refund policy. So if you're not satisfied with our training, you can come back to us and get the refund in 7 days, right? So we have a 7-day refund policy. Nobody come to us because of our teaching style, right? But we are giving that kind of a comfort, right? If you're not satisfied with our training, come back to us and get the refund in 7 days, right? So we have a 7-day refund policy as well. Okay, and then after that, we are giving a price match guarantee as well. So suppose sometimes so we are in this particular market from past 2.5 years, right? We started the training journey back into COVID, right? When we got some free time, we started teaching few of the students. We started teaching from our friends, and then two students became five students, students became 10 students, and then we started doing it as a side hustle. So we are giving a price guarantee. We already know the market, right? We already know that what is the price of all the courses in the market, right? So if you feel anybody in the market is giving uh, all of this promises, right? And also giving you the what we are providing and providing in less of a price, you can come back to us and then we will give you the money back, right? So that also we are giving. So we have a price guarantee, right? And then like so yeah, so basically we will teach from the mentors who are currently working professional. We will help you to do real time project. We will basically help you to build resume. We will help you in scenario based interview question. We'll also help you in the mock interview. We take like 20 limited students, right? Only, and we have a price guarantee. We have 7-day refund policy as well, right? And then the course is starting from tomorrow, right? Course is starting from tomorrow, which is 26th of October. 26th of October. The timing will be only weekend, 8:30 a.m. IST to 10:30 a.m. IST. Okay, so the courses are starting from tomorrow, and then we will teach you for 2 hours every weekend, right? So all of this we will be giving you. Okay. Okay. And then the price of the live courses 20,000 rupees, right? And for the recording only, the price is 8,999, right? By end of the master class, we will be giving some discount so that you can enroll for the master class, right? If you're looking for an enrollment. But if you are here to learn something, to understand how to start with Snowflake data engineering, if you're here just to gain knowledge about Snowflake data engineering, then please stay till end of the master class. You will be understanding how to start with how to start with Snowflake, how to learn Snowflake in general, right? You will be understanding all of that. And if you're looking for the enrollment by end of the master class, we will be giving some offers so that you can enroll for the course as well. Okay. All right. So let me conclude everything, right? So basically, we teach from the working professional who are working in the industry. We help you in real-time projects. We help you in resume building, mock interview, scenario-based interview question. We take until 20 students only, 7-day refund policy, price guarantee. Tomorrow the batch will start. Only weekend, 8:30 a.m. IST to 10:30 a.m. IST. Live course is 20,000 rupees. Recording is 8,999. And in the end of the masterclass, we will be giving some offers so that you can enroll as well. All right. Everything is mentioned in the website. Currently, there is some improvement we are doing in the website. That is why it's down, but it will be live in some time so that you can check all of this thing in the website. And also you can check out our reviews as well in the website as well directly. Okay. All right. So now let's start the masterclass. Let's go to the technical part of the things, right? So suppose before we start the masterclass, I know what are the questions which you guys have because we are not taking this masterclass for the first time. We already took this masterclass. Like we already take this masterclass every month 4 to 5 times. So we already know what are the general questions which you guys have, right? So we will address each and every question during the masterclass, right? So suppose if you're confused about, hey, what is cloud? I don't know. Then if you're confused about why Snowflake, then if you're confused about what is Snowflake data engineering, then if you're confused about, hey, I understood what is Snowflake data engineering, please tell me why, what is modern data platform, right? So we will try to help you with all of this question. And if you have a question around, hey, I am a fresher, I have a career gap, I am 5 to 10 years of experience guy, how I can switch, right? We will basically help you with all of these questions as well. Then if you have a question around like, hey, I am from Power BI background, I am from SSIS background, I am from Informatica background, I am from admin background, how I can switch, right? How much coding is required, SQL is required or not, Python is required or not, we will basically answer all of this question. And then if you have a question about, hey, how we will do projects, how we will practice on Snowflake, how we will practice on Azure, how we will practice on AWS, right? We'll answer all of this question. And then if you have a question around how we will show the current learning, right? How we'll write this things in our resume, right? How we'll approach the interview, like how to handle a scenario based question, right? And then timings are not suitable and anything of that sort, we will basically answer each and every question in today's masterclass. Okay. All right. So we will follow this particular schedule. Let me show the agenda of overall masterclass and then we will start it. Okay. Give me a moment. So we will follow this particular agenda. First of all, the introduction part I have already covered. Then we will start with why warehouse, what is modern data warehouse, right? And then why and what of data engineering. Then what are the tools we will learn, coding is required or not, who can learn, roadmap, and then courses and project where to practice, right? So all of this technical part of overall syllabus, Vale Morgan will be taking us, right? Because he has designed the course for all of us, right? So he will be giving the brief about overall technical part. What is Snowflake? What is DBT? What is the syllabus? What are the projects, right? Everything. And after that, I will take you through the certification part of the things. What is the salary which you can expect after doing the course, right? And then like how the LMS will look like, right? And then like how the learning journey will look like, everything I will show. And then in the end of the masterclass, we will be giving some offers so that you can enroll for the course and then you will start from tomorrow. Okay, all right. Now I will be giving the I will be requesting Whale to like share the screen and then take us through the technical part of the overall syllabus. Okay, all right. So Whale, can you please share your screen and then take the demo forward? Give me a moment. I will give you give you the option so that you can share the screen.
Thanks, Abhishek. Yeah. Yeah, I can share my screen now. Hi, everyone. This is Vale here. So I have 16 years of experience and I have good experience on data platform, working on data engineering, working on cloud, working on different data projects. Okay, so I worked on on-premises and cloud with different enterprise, different sectors, different bigger company and startups. Like I worked on different companies. So I started with Hadoop, big data systems, then moved into cloud-based data warehousing, cloud-based data engineering. So I've worked with different data platforms. So I started as a developer, then moved into architect role, worked on solutions. So I have good experience on the data platform. So I worked on Databricks. I worked on Snowflake. I worked on like a different cloud also, Azure, AWS. So I have good experience on working on data platform. And so as I have good experience on working on data platform, so in this course, I'll be covering a lot of my scenarios, the projects, real-time projects. So how we handle real-time problems. So we'll discuss about a lot of things when we are covering in the course. Okay. So and today we are going to discuss about why data warehousing. Today, like in the master class, we are going to discuss about why data warehousing, like why cloud-based data warehouse, and what is modern data platform, and how we are using Snowflake, how we integrate Snowflake with different tools and build a modern data platform. And we will in the course what we will be covering it, and we will learn about in the course how we will learn different projects and is the coding skills required, how we can learn. So we'll see the roadmap, we'll see the projects. So what are the projects we are going to cover in the course? So we'll discuss about the course, but let us start with the data platform, why Snowflake is required. So then we'll get into the course details. Okay, that is how we are going to start. So first, why data warehouse? So what is the purpose of data warehouse? So you are from different background, if you are from different support or different teams, or if you are from different teams, for you data warehouse will be a new concept. Would have learned about database. So database, I think everyone had already known. So in organization, they use database, they use data warehouse. So they have data marts, data lake. Okay, so different kind of storage system. Okay, so they have database, they have data warehouse, data mart, and data lake. Why? Because they have different kind of like business teams in organizations. Okay, so in organization, within organization, there are small business group, okay, like sales, finance, marketing, like different groups within the organization, and each group use different kind of products. It can be web applications. They have their own web applications. They have their own enterprise applications. So they have different kind of systems. They may have their own Excel, data in Excel. They have data in database. So data can be in different places. So in enterprise, different business group collects the data from different sources. So all these things are data sources for them. So like they collect the data and they store the data into storage system. Okay, then store it in a centralized place. So they can do analytics. They can do a lot of intelligence. The analytic is not only about dashboard, right? So analytics is like advanced analytics are like machine learning, artificial intelligence, are advanced analytics. So in organization, so if in the current scenarios, a lot of already the projects are going on the machine learning, generative AI. So already a lot of analytical projects are going. Okay, so the data are important. The data is bringing data, collecting data, storing into a centralized place, and reusable is an important one. Okay, so that is where in organization they have a data platform. So the data platform is a place where you bring the data, centralize the data, and use it for different purposes. Okay, so in the organization, data are collected and data are used by different business group, and the data are in like collected from different applications that are data sources. So you collect the data from data sources and you store it into a centralized place, and that can be database, data warehouse, or data mart, or data lake. And why we have different storage system? Why can't we use only database here? The data are huge. Okay, we are collecting a lot of data. So I cannot store all my data in database because database is a OLTP system. So your OLTP system are meant for storing transactional data. It is storing data in row level format. So your OLTP system cannot scale. It has a problem. It has a scalability problem. It can scale only vertically. It cannot scale horizontally because it is like it cannot like store huge amount of data because it's storing in a row level process. So it can be used only for web application. You can store only recent data, like 6 month data, 1 year data. You can store it in like database, like MySQL, Postgres, Oracle. So database, traditional database, we can store only recent data, like 6 month data, 1 year data can store. So that is what we call it as OLTP, relational databases. So these databases are fast, but it cannot be used for analytics. It cannot be used for machine learning, data intelligence. It cannot be used for analytical operations. So you are going for an OLAP system. In OLAP system, you use data warehouse. You use data warehouse, cloud-based data warehouse system, which is meant for storing large amount of data, and it can store a large amount of data easily. Okay, so you are using Snowflake, BigQuery, Redshift, Databricks. So you can use like a data warehouse for storing large amount of data, and it can process large amount of data. It can run long running queries. So it can be used for a dashboard reporting, can be used for machine learning, generative AI. So different use case it can be used. So that is the advantage of data warehouse. So in organization, they have database also, they have data warehouse also. So they use it for analytical purpose. They store large amount of data in data warehouse. They collect from sources and they store it in data warehouse. And data lake, what is data lake? So you have like if you are in AWS in cloud, if you are using Azure or AWS, You have S3, you have ADLS, a storage location. It's an object storage. So you can store the object like files, like zip files, CSV file, flat files. You can store the data like a semi-structured, structured, unstructured data in data lake. Okay. So in data warehouse, you can store only structured data. In data lake, I can store any type of data. So I can store raw format of data. So I'm having different business group. So I'm collecting different type of data. So all the data is not going to be in structured form. So the data can be in unstructured. The data can be image files. It can be video files. So you're collecting different type of different format of data. So you are storing different type of data. So use data lake also. So in organization, we use data lake. So we are going to use this data for advanced analytics. So that is where so data lake is used. So in organization, they use all the storage system. Okay. So in organization, as we have multiple storage systems, so you have multiple teams. So you can see here multiple teams, and each team has their own data ops pipeline. So the data operation pipeline. So that data operation pipeline are managed by data engineers. What they do, they collect the raw data, transform it, and store it in different forms. Okay, store it in data lake, data warehouse, store it in different places, like store it in different systems. So the data ops pipeline are maintained by data engineers. They work on managing this pipeline. Okay, so they are collecting the data, storing it into a centralized system or a decentralized system, and that data can be used for different purpose. It can be used for reporting, dashboard. It can be used for machine learning models, AI-driven automations, AI-driven intelligence. So it can be used for different analytical products. Okay, so your data are going to be used for analytical system. So if 10 years back, there were data analytics. You are collecting data from Excel, you are storing in a centralized form, and then doing analytics. But now there are a lot of use cases are built, a lot of data products are built, a lot of data solutions are built. So like a lot of data are stored, and it is used for different purposes. It's not only for dashboard or reporting, right? So data are used for different purposes. So it is important now for organization to maintain this data ops pipeline, data storage. It's very important for organization. So they need to have a data pipeline, data platform to manage this. So in organization, they maintain a data platform. So that data platform, they do data engineering. They use it as a data warehouse. They can use it for data science. So they need a data platform. In the data platform, they need data warehouse. They need data lake. So they need different kind of system. Okay. So in organization, yeah, we call it as a modern data platform. So why modern data platform? Because it's used for different purposes. In the modern data platform, we do multiple things. We are not only storing the, we are collecting data from different systems, different data sources. We are getting raw data, we are getting processed data, storing into data lake, data warehouse. We are doing analytics, advanced analytics, business intelligence. So in a modern data lake platform, we do all kind of intelligence. Okay, we do machine learning, we do analytics, we do generative AI operations. So we do all kind of operations. So for that, in the current scenario, if you see 5 years back, Snowflake was a Snowflake is a cloud-based data warehouse system. It was used only for data warehouse. But now in Snowflake, you can do all kind of operations. You can do data engineering. You can use it as a data warehouse. This is core capability. You can use it for data science. You can use it for data sharing. You can build data applications. So you can use Snowflake as a data platform. Okay. So why like a data platform? As I said before, so we have unifying the data. So we are unifying the data. We are building a unified data platform. So we are building a unified data platform. So it can be used for different purpose. So there are, let us see the competitors. Okay. So you can see here. So Microsoft Fabric is there, Databricks is there, Snowflake is there. So each has their own advantage and disadvantage. If you see, Snowflake is a cloud-based data warehouse system, cloud native data warehouse system. The advantage of Snowflake, is you can run SQL. Everything is SQL here, and you are storing structured data. Data sharing is easier. But companies were using Databricks for big data systems, for ML use cases. So they need to buy a different product and use it, like Databricks. Okay, and Fabric came and they unified all the thing. They unified all the thing. So now what happened was Databricks has the thing, like whatever is there in Fabric, Databricks can do. And Snowflake also, they said we can build all the data solutions in Snowflake itself. You don't need to go for Fabric. You don't need to go for Databricks. We are providing everything as a one solution. You can build a unified data platform in Snowflake itself, because in Snowflake now you have all the solutions. You can do all kind of activity. You do it in Databricks or Snow, like you are doing in Fabric. You can use it as a one unified data platform. Okay, so you can build a data platform using Snowflake. So you can do data engineering, you can do data science, use it as a data warehouse. So you can build different solutions. Okay, so on the data platform. Okay, so now let us get into the course. So in the course, we are going to see all this thing, right? So what is a modern data platform? And we are going to compare with the different data bricks when we are going to compare with the different use cases on the modern data platform. So in the course, we are going to learn lively about different use case, and we are going to use Snowflake for different purposes. For ingestion, transformation. So we are going to do data engineering with Snowflake. We are going to use Snowflake as a data warehouse. So we are going to do data modeling with Snowflake. So we are going to ingest lot of data, and we will learn how to do ingestion, transformation, and how you can do consumption. So we are going to learn all the thing with Snowflake. Okay, so in the course, we are going to start from basics and we are going to get into advanced level. We are going to start from like what is like a data warehouse in Snowflake, how you can use create tables, how you can load data. We are starting from basics and we are going to get into advanced level. So we are seeing ingestion, transformation, and consumption. Okay, so we are going to learn all this thing and we are going to build two projects. So in the course, as I said, we are going to start from basics. We are going to cover on the basics of Snowflake, the architecture, and how to create tables, how to create stage, how to do cloud integration. So how to do integrate with the cloud, with AWS, with Azure, how to do cloud integration, and how you can integrate with different systems. So we are going to see integration also, and we are going to learn about orchestration with Airflow, and the ingestion, different way of ingestion, and transformation using dbt, and the orchestration using Airflow or ADF. So in the course, we are going to start from basics and slowly get into advanced level. And also we are going to cover two projects. The project one, medallion architecture. We are building a multi-hop architecture where we are covering ingestion, transformation, and delivery. So we are building a project one on this, and project two is a streaming. Okay, so we are building two projects. The first project, we are doing ingestion. We are collecting the data from different sources, bringing it to Snowflake using different tools. We are using ADF, or if you don't want to use ADF, you will use AWS Glue, Python, and Spark for doing ingestion. Or if you don't want to use AWS or Azure, you can go for Airbyte. Airbyte is a UI based tool. By using UI, you can do ingestion. So if you don't want to write code, if I want to do ingestion only from UI, we are going to use Airbyte. So in the course, we will use Airbyte. We will use Spark here, and we will use ADF also. So we are going to do ingestion using different tools, and transformation, we are going to use different tools. We are going to use SQL based transformation, and DBT based transformation, and Snowspark Python based transformation. So we are going to cover three type of transformation, and consumption, how consumption works here, how data sharing can be done, how cloning can be done, how it is used, and how data can be the permission, data policies works, data masking, how it is done, how Snowflake can be used for different compliance. So we are going to see about consumption. So in the course, we are starting from basics and getting into advanced level. So in the course, we are covering on the basics and getting into advanced level. And also, we are covering on the data platform. So, how in a modern data system, in a modern data platform, how Snowflake is used and how different problems are solved. We are learning that also. Okay, so that is what we are going to cover in the course. And we are learning two projects. The project one, so this is the project one, where we are building using ingestion, we are using Airbyte, and transformation using dbt, and we are using Snowflake as a storage, as a data warehouse, as a data platform, as a unified data platform. We are using Snowflake as a unified data platform. So we are going to do SQL here. So if you have knowledge in SQL, you can work on this project. Okay, we are really using basic Python for some automation. For Airflow, we will be using basic Python, but most of the things are going to be SQL. So we are going to use SQL for transformation. So if you have knowledge on SQL, you can learn Snowflake, because Snowflake is completely SQL based too. So a lot of things, the transformation complex logic will be done in SQL. Some basic pipeline code, some basic logic will be done in Python. Okay, that in the course, we are going to cover SQL based transformations, SQL based all the approaches here. And the second project, the first project, we are learning about building a medallion architecture, building a unified data platform, ingesting the data from sources and transforming it and using it on the data warehouse. So that is what you are learning in the first project. In the second project, in the first project, along with this, we will learn how to build a data models. So what is fact tables, dimension tables, how to build a star schema, how to build a Snowflake schema. So, and we will learn all the basics and essentials for data warehousing, cloud-based data warehousing system. So along with the project, we will build a data model and we will use fact tables, dimension tables, and we will build a star schema. So we will do data modeling also. Okay, so along with the project one, we are doing data modeling also because we are using Snowflake as a data warehouse. Okay. The second project, we are going to cover on streaming. So we are going to take streaming use case. We are going to use Kafka Arcus, and we will be processing the streaming data and building a streaming pipeline. So in the first project, we were working on batch processing. So first project is about batch processing. In the first project, we will cover about full load, incremental load. So that means daily jobs, weekly jobs, or incremental hourly jobs. So this is about incremental processing of data in the first project. In the second project, we are processing live data. So this is like a 5 minutes of data, 10 minutes of data. So this is a live streaming of data. We are processing data and doing streaming analytics here. So here we are covering a different use case. We are building a streaming pipeline using streams and tasks, which is an advanced concept in Snowflake. In Snowflake, we are going to use procedure, store procedure. We are going to use SQL and build streams and tasks. So in the second project, again, it's a real-time use case. So we are going to take streaming data and build a streaming pipeline. We will use streams, tasks, store procedure, and build a second project. So we are going to cover two projects. One is a batch processing, incremental processing, another is a stream processing. And also, we will discuss about data products. We will discuss about data mesh architecture. We will discuss about dimensional modeling. Okay, so we'll discuss a little about we are not going into data analyst, right? So we are not going to get into dashboard, building a dashboard, like a lot of things. We'll see only as an aspect of data engineering here. So as a data engineer, so what are the data pipelines we use and how you create data models, how you implement a data engineering pipeline. So how you use data mesh architecture, how you build data products. So that's what we are going to cover in the course. Okay, so in the course, we will be using Snowflake free trial version. So you don't have to pay anything for Snowflake because we are going to use free trial with your your email account. You will subscribe to Snowflake and you get 200 days free trial version. So you get $400 credit with your email. So we will use that and we will build a database. So we will create tables, we'll store data, and here I can store large volume of data. So I'm going to show large volume of data. So you can see Snowflake by themselves, they provide you sample data. They provide you sample data. I can see here there are some large data. So you can use this data sets. So if I go to this Snowflake sample data, I can see here 1.5 billion of data. Okay, 48 GB of data. So as I said earlier, you are using Snowflake for solving larger problem. You are not solving a smaller problem here. So I need to use larger data set to try a lot of things. So you can see here we have already lot of large data. Along with the project, we will be learning about how you are going to do performance tuning, how you can do optimization. So that also we are going to learn it in the course. Okay, so we will use some larger data set also. So we are going to use free trial version provided by Snowflake. So free trial version provided by Snowflake. And here we are going to do SQL. And also, Snowflake is a cloud native data warehouse. So it works with on top of cloud. So you need to know a little bit on the cloud, like how to create data lake, how to use S3. So how you can use S3, store your data, and how you can integrate Snowflake with your S3 buckets, how to use with that, or if you're using Azure, how to use ADS with Snowflake, how to integrate with Azure. So in the course, we are doing cloud integration also. We are going to see both AWS and Azure. So we will start with AWS. We will see with ADF. So we will see with ADF. So if you are from Azure background, you can learn ADF integration here. If you are new, you can learn AWS integration here, because AWS integration is very popular because they started with Snowflake started with AWS. So a lot of integration works good with AWS. So in the course, we are going to cover both integration, cloud integration on AWS also, on Azure also, along with ADF also, along with AWS also. We are going to see how integration works. Okay, I see a few questions. Are you going to cover use case of Snowflake Cortex? Yeah, we will see Snowflake Cortex here. So we will see a little bit use case. As a data engineer, not as a data scientist, right? So this course is meant for Snowflake developer or data engineer. It's not for data scientist. So as a data engineer, how we use Snowflake Cortex? Okay, so as a data engineer, what we do with Cortex? So in the course, we will see that how you can build semantic model. So using Cortex, Cortex is a AI feature in Snowflake. Okay, so using Cortex, you can do generative AI, you can build a self-service analytics, you can build a bot easily in Snowflake. And also, so let me quickly go to Cortex Analyst. So here you can see semantic model. So we will be seeing in the second project here, we will be building a self-service analytics. That means we will be building a bot. So to do the bot, we can chat to the data. So we can talk to the data. So I have to build a semantic model. So using Cortex Analyst feature, so we are going to build the semantic model. So using the data, I can build a chatbot. So we will see that also in the second project. So in the second project, we will use little bit on Cortex, where we will build a chatbot and do self-service analytics. So that is what we will do it as a Cortex on the AI future. We are not going to build our own model because we are not a data scientist. We are more of a data engineer or a Snowflake developer. So we are going to learn about Cortex basics, how to build a semantic model, and how you can build a bot, and how you can integrate with your system. That is what you're going to learn on the Cortex in the course. Okay, so we are going to use different Snowflake future, basic one, advanced one. We are starting with basics and getting into advanced one. Okay, and we are comparing with different data platforms and how real world scenarios work. We are covering in the course. Okay, so that is what we are going to cover in the course. Okay, now I have shown the course syllabus. You can see the syllabus here. So we are starting with the basics of Snowflake, then getting into Airflow integration, how we can build orchestration, build a batch processing, incremental pipelines, and then transformations. We are working on transformation logic using Snowspark, DBT, and working on a project. We are starting first project. And next we are doing ADF integration, working on ADF, GitHub integration. So integrating, working on CI/CD pipeline, working with the GitHub, and then we are starting streaming, working on streaming, and then streaming project. We are working on two projects. Second project is streaming project, and then performance tuning optimization. So we are covering on that also. So in the course, along with this Snowflake Cortex, how to use Cortex, how to build semantic model, how to do self-service analytics. In the second project, we'll be covering that also. Okay, so this is what we are covering in the course. So we are starting from basics and we are getting into advanced level. And so we are here as a Snowflake data engineer or a Snowflake developer. You are learning the core concept. We are learning how to use data warehouse, how you can do ETL or how you can do ELT. We are learning some basic cloud concept, how to use data lake, how to use AWS or Azure, and we are learning how to use different file format, how to data loading, unloading data, and we are learning all the basic transformation, ingestion, orchestration, and governance. So we are learning all the basic thing required for a data engineer or Snowflake developer. Okay, so all this thing will be covered in the course. Okay, so as a Snowflake data engineer or a developer, we are going to cover from start from basics and get into advanced level. So that we are going to cover in the course. And also we will see some advanced features like designing a system, designing a data model. We will discuss about designing a data mesh architecture, working on a data mesh, data products. So we'll see about that also in the course. Okay. So now we have seen about what is a data platform and using Snowflake, how you can build a data platform. And we have seen about the roadmap of the course. We have seen about the two projects. So any questions from anyone? Now you can ask your question. You can unmute yourself, ask your questions. If you have any questions on the syllabus, on the course, or about the Snowflake data platform, or about the roadmap, you can ask the questions you have. You can unmute yourself and ask questions.
All right. Anybody has any
Or if you
question,
want, you
guys?
can.
Yeah. Anybody has any question, guys? I think I have given unmute option. If it is not available, please type in the chat. Right. But I think all of you have a unmute option. You can basically ask any technical question, what will be covered, what not will be covered, right? Anything if you have, like you can ask.
Yeah, hi. Can you hear me? I'm Fahad from India, from
Yeah.
Hyderabad city. I hold 5.6 years of IT technical senior support engineer, where I assist most of the data scientists, data analysts, data engineers, product managers, project managers in the record of the migration from traditional data warehouse like Teradata and some other databases to the Snowflake mostly. But
Mhm.
in my organization, there was an opportunity, but I didn't get that. So that I have just checking with this training kind of a thing, especially for the Snowflake developer, which I have seen. So I have a question here. One thing like, as a developer, like I don't have any experience. I hold only the IT support technical only. So how can I make myself like to be a right fit into the job just after going this training? Thank you.
Yeah. So the first thing is you need to know the basics, right? So the first thing you need to know how you can create tables, how you can integrate with cloud. So that are the basic element. The other thing is you need to have project experience. The important thing is the experience on working on the project. So in the course we are doing both. We are starting on the basics. We are working with the data sets and working on real-time use case, understanding about the architecture, how we are seeing about various use cases, and also we are working on two projects that will give you experience so that you can showcase yourself that you have worked on Snowflake. So that is how this course is going to help you. It'll provide you the experience on working on a Snowflake and working on an enterprise data platform. How you can use Snowflake for a unified data platform that will help you to showcase yourself.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, as you already have SQL experience, it's going to be easier for you to learn, but you will have learning curve. You have to learn some new skills. Like you need to know a little bit on Python for automation, or you need to learn some tools here. That we will be learning in the course. So you should learn few things on other areas. Even though you have SQL experience, but you need to learn something on other thing, because we are going to work on a unified data platform. So in a unified data platform, the solution we will build are going to be used by multiple teams, multiple consumers. So you may have to, you cannot say I'll work on SQL, right? So you should be open to work on multiple things. The basic thing, you need to have basic skills. You don't have need to have a extensive experience. So in Python, if you're going to use Python, we are going to write simple Python code. We are not going to write algorithms. We are going to write, not going to write lot of logics. We are going to write some simple logics that in Python. And we'll use
So
different
something,
tools. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, one thing is like after the training, like any possibility so that we can just clear the Snow core certification, the Pro core or the professional one.
Yeah, so it'll be like whatever the course is designed, you can clear the Snowpore core certification. Okay, so the syllabus is covered based on that. You can clear the Snowpro core certification, and also we share dumps. We share frequently asked questions also. So you, after covering the course, you can go for the foundation examination of Snowflake. Okay, I see a few questions on the chat. So
Yeah,
about the
I have a one question. So, suppose
yeah.
I will go with this course. So, how much experience can we show as a in a market?
3 to 4 years of experience. So you can show like we are doing two projects and we are working
Mhm.
on a data building the first project is a bigger one. So the first project what we are building can be showcased as a 1 year or 2 year also because we are building a data platform. So
Mhm.
in the first project, we are going to cover different scenarios here. Even though the architecture looks simple here we are going to take an enterprise use case, an enterprise bigger use case, and we are going to build a unified data platform on different datas. So we'll be doing ingestion, transformation, working on DBT, Airflow. So we'll be using all these things, which you can showcase for 1 to 2 years of experience. The first project and second project, you can showcase like 1 year of experience. Totally, you can show 3 years of experience.
Okay, but suppose somehow have I experience more than 10 years. Okay, and how
No,
can
like, yeah. So if you are having like 10 years of experience, you can say the Snowflake, you have been into data engineering or you have been into data warehouse, you are into data warehouse for 5 years or 6 years or 7 years. In last 3 years, you have been using Snowflake. That is how you can project yourself because companies know that Snowflake is popular only in last 5 years. Okay, so last 5 years, Snowflake is popular. If you are saying 10 years experience on Snowflake, they will look for a lot of things from you. So you cannot say 10 years or 5 years, right? Because they will think you as very senior. So that you cannot project yourself as a 10 year or 5 years. So you can say that you have experience on data side, like you worked on data projects, like you worked on database or you worked on other data systems, like you worked on a data on-premises data warehouse or you worked on other data projects. And last 3 years or 4 years, you worked on Snowflake. That is how you can project yourself if you have 10 years and above experience.
okay? My question
Ravi,
is
yeah, Ravi, I want to ask you a few things. So suppose like the 10 years of experience you have in like which field?
no, actually I have a 15 years of experience in Oracle PL SQL.
Okay, Oracle PL SQL. And now like you want to switch to a like a modern data warehouse, which is like Snowflake you want to learn, and then you want to like switch to a cloud domain basically, right? That is your agenda, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, fine. And then when it comes to like expectation of salary and all, right? Your expectation is above 20 LPA or is your expectations less than 20 LPA right now? Why I'm asking you this question is to
Yeah,
understand how you can go ahead with this, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's my question. Yeah. So,
Hmm.
salary expectation more than 25.
Okay, more than 25. Okay, so our suggestion for for you is you definitely need to learn Snowflake, right? In which you learn data processing, data transformation, right? And then you
Mhm.
learn the orchestration side of the things, which is like you will learn ADF, you will learn Glue, you will learn like Airbyte and all of these things, right? Airflow. which we will cover basics. We will not go into deep into this, right? So now what our suggestion is, you definitely learn Snowflake in a detailed manner, and you learn little bit of orchestration here. And then what you can do is you can choose any cloud. You can choose Azure data engineering, or you can choose AWS data engineering. And we will like when I will share my screen, I will explain you this. So you can integrate the Snowflake data engineering course with either a Azure data engineering course or a AWS data engineering course. Now, if you integrate it, you can project up to 5 to 6 years of experience, because in that data engineering course as well, we will teach you around three projects, right? And then you can basically target up to 30 to 35 LPA very easily. So this is what we suggest you. You learn Snowflake data engineering, where you learn data processing, and then you integrate the Snowflake data engineering course with either a AWS data engineering course or a Azure data engineering course. So Vail, you can open the website and show a bit over there, and then I will anyways show it. Like open
Uh,
the main website.
And how will be the GCP?
We don't teach a GCP. We don't have a GCP course, right? But if you want to go for a like a GCP course, that also you can do. But we don't teach GCP. We don't have a GCP data engineering course with us.
Okay, actually, I got opportunity recently to work on a GCP project.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
All right. So what if you want to learn like GCP, right? We don't have any course for GCP, right? And GCP relatively is less asked in the market. That is why we don't have a course. But soon we will be launching that course as well. So you definitely learn Snowflake with us. And if your interest is GCP, you might look for any other institute which can provide you that. But if you want to learn Azure data engineering or AWS data engineering, we have that course and we can provide you that. Okay.
okay, okay.
All
Thank you.
right.
Thanks, Alse.
Well,
Okay,
this is
any questions
Rajesh.
from
I
anyone?
had a couple of questions.
Yep.
Hello.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Actually,
my first
I have a
question
question,
was,
right? Yeah, please.
yeah, my first question was about, we are going to cover these two projects from an engineering standpoint, but are you going to cover some architectural consideration as to how these solutions are being built? That's point A. And point two was do you cover some aspects of configuration management as to how this code is managed for this doing this and building this solution of data engineering, and how it's managed in across different environment, because those are like some advanced concept apart from data engineering.
Yeah. So in the course, as I said before, we are going to use Airbyte for ingestion. Okay, so Airbyte has a lot of things, right? We are not going to use all the thing. We are going to take data from SQL Server or MySQL and do ingestion. So that is how we use Airbyte. Okay, so our purpose, our motive is learn about Snowflake. So we are learning all the basics to advance on the Snowflake. What about Airbyte? We are using Airbyte only for ingestion. So for ingestion, what is required? That alone we will learn. We'll install Airbyte and use Airbyte for ingestion. That is what we will learn. And for that, what configuration is required, how you can configure it, that I will explain. So that is what we will do it. That is for UI based ingestion. Other than that, we have other options also. So in enterprise, the companies, if you are using AWS, the companies is using AWS, they will not go for Airbyte. They will go for Glue. They use Spark and do ingestion. If companies in Azure, they will use ADF for ingestion. So we are going to compare all this thing, and I will show with AWS, with Glue how they do ingestion, and with ADF how they can do ingestion. And also, we are not going to do only full load. We are going to do incremental load also. That means when I'm doing load, I have to synchronize the data continuously. So I have to like whatever data is coming into the OLTP system, my SQL server, I have to ingest the data in continuously. So we are going to do full scan also. We are going to go do incremental scan also. So we're going to see that both are different ingestion system. That is on the ingestion side. And the other thing you asked about, so we are going to work on projects here. We are going to do two projects, and we are going to build a data platform. And first thing is architecture, right? So we are going to understand first architecture side. So how a unified data platform architecture looks, and we are going to understand the architecture first. So understand the high level view. So understanding architecture is important for a data engineering practice. So if you understand the architecture, it's easier to work on the individual pieces. So we're going to start on the architecture, then understand about the data model, then get into the individual code, see how transformation logics are done in SQL, how transformation logics are done in DBT, and how DBT is helping us in integrations, how unit test cases are done, and what are the problems we face in production, how do you solve it. So we are going to discuss about all this thing. So is it clear?
Yeah, and my other request was, can we move this a little bit by half an hour to start at 9 o'clock, because it's a little too early for me here in my time zone.
Yeah,
So
that we
that
will
can be
discuss with
considered.
everyone, and we will tell you, because we have students from US. For them, it will become too late. That is the problem. We have it at 8:30. Abhishek can discuss with all the students, and we will tell about the timing, about shifting half an hour earlier. Like,
Okay, thank you. Appreciate that.
Hello.
yeah, good.
Actually, I'm working in Snowflake from last 5 years. So
Okay.
I'm looking for AI kind of things, right? Because like Snowflake, intelligence, codex, and all that, right? Chatbot and all that. So AI
Yeah.
stuff I want to learn. So are we going to cover that?
We will learn Cortex for semantic model. We will learn about basics of Cortex, but we are not going to get deeper into
No,
Cortex. First,
basic and all that I implemented, right? But as a real-time scenario where, right? So that
real-time
basic
scenario,
we
that
need
is what
to.
in the second project, right? So in the second project, as I said, we are going to build a self-service analytics. So where
Mhm.
data is coming into the model. So I'll show the model itself. So we can see the retail analytics model. So this model, I can chat model, build a query dynamically. So I can like use my chat bot and talk with the model and get SQL data generated
Okay.
dynamically. So for that, we are going to build semantic model, and we will like work with the model. We'll build a Streamlit app, and we will work on that. So we are going to use Streamlit
Ba-
and Snowflake Cortex on this second project.
Basically, I want to go for that AI agents and all that, right? In the Snowflake, right? We don't want to work this
Yeah.
thing, right? So we want to go for the agents and all that, right? So we are building one model on that, right? So, but I am facing some issue in the Snowflake intelligence and all that, right? So I'm looking for that. I think that
So,
is not.
so at present, we don't have a separate course specific on AI, right? So this course is starting from basics and getting into advanced level, and we are covering
Okay.
Snowflake Cortex only basic level. We are not getting in deeper, and this is more of data engineering specific. And whatever you are looking, right,
Okay.
it's data scientist specific, where you are building model, you are doing a lot of things. That's a data scientist specific. We are not covering that in depth on Cortex analyst.
And in case of the AWS Glue, how much you are covering actually? Just only the ingestion job or full
Ingestion part, only
AWS
ingestion,
Glue?
how you are bringing
On.
data into the Snowflake. For ingestion, we are using AWS Glue. How we can do full load and incremental load using Glue. That is what we are doing.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you.
But Vivek, we have a different course. If you want to learn AWS data engineering in detail, we have this AWS data engineering course. Well, you can just run through the syllabus of that once so that Vivek knows about that,
Yeah,
like just
let
overview
me.
about it.
So
So
we
how
have
many
a
days,
specific.
how many days required they to learn this actually? AWS Glue and Lambda?
No, we have a 2 months course for AWS data engineering, where we cover all the AWS data engineering services. So you can see
Okay,
here, we are covering from basics. We are going into Terraform. We'll be using Terraform for automation. We will use Data Lake. We will use Iceberg. We
okay.
learn a lot about advanced concept. So we learn Lambda, Glue, Step Function, Lambda, and we build three projects there. So we are
So
working on three projects, and
when the AWS batch is going to start?
AWS batch, evening batch may start, I think after 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
Evening
Okay.
batch will
You can
start
check.
after 2 weeks, and then the morning batch is running right now. Like few of the classes have happened, so you can join either one of the batch. And if you want to join an integrated batch of Snowflake and AWS, probably you can join Snowflake, and after that you can start AWS. But AWS we have a morning and evening batch. Evening batch will start after 10 to 15 days. Morning batch is running right now. Few of the classes have happened.
So there is no weekend batch for the AWS?
No, we don't have any weekend batch. We have only morning and evening batch for AWS.
So after 2 weeks, I will try to connect with you.
Yeah,
Okay.
all right. You can ping your number. We will
Sure,
probably reach out to you.
sure, sure.
All right. So Vale, I will be sharing my screen now. And guys, if you have any other question, we will take those questions in the last, and we will make sure each and every question is answered. But because the questions are coming now from the rest of the things which anyways we wanted to cover, so let me go through that now. All right, I will share my screen. Give me a moment. All right. So now what I wanted to show you is like sometimes the question about like, hey, what are the openings and then is there any future about Snowflake, right? And then those kind of a questions. Suppose I will type Snowflake developer here and then you can like just see the openings over here, right? How many openings are there about the Snowflake developer? All of these openings you can probably apply, right? And also you can search Snowflake data engineering role and then you can see all these openings as well of the Snowflake data engineering role, right? You can apply to those openings as well. So there are very good market of Snowflake. It's only in the Naukri.com, which is available in. So suppose this is a platform which we use to find a job in India, but you can also like go to LinkedIn. You can search Snowflake data engineering role, and then you will see the many openings around it, right? So Snowflake has a good future, right? That I wanted to show you, right? And it's a modern data warehouse which is evolving, right? Very big competitor of Databricks as well, right? So you can definitely love Snowflake. And then sometimes about the questions is about like how my learning journey will look like. So as I was telling you in the like in the beginning of the masterclass, right? What we will be covering, we will basically cover all of this, right? We will help you in like real-time project, resume, scenario-based question, mock interview, right? And all of this, right? So let me show you this, the learning journey in general, how does it look? So if I open any sort of a course, right? For example, like if I open this course, after every class there's a homework, after every class there's a homework, class by class, we are learning things, right? And then after certain classes are done, we are doing a project and we are doing project real time in front of you. And then class by class, we'll build project, right? Class by class, we build project. And after all these projects are done, right? We are basically showing everything real time in front of you, right? Whale is taking the class, showing everything in front of you, right? And then after all of these classes are done, we are basically giving the scenario-based interview question. What can be asked? What are the production issues can be asked, right? All of this we are giving you so that you're fully prepared. All of this we are giving you. And then we are also helping you to understand how to introduce yourself here in the interview, how to explain the project in the interview. And then we are giving you sample resume. Then we are giving you interview questions, right? All of this we are giving you. So as I told you, we are basically help you in the resume building, scenario-based question, mock interview, working professional, right? We will basically help you in the right in a structured direction so that you learn, you do projects, you prepare for the interview, like, and then also take a mock interview so that you're fully prepared. And all of our training program follow the same like structure, same guidelines, same way of teaching, right? If I open any sort of a training program class by class, we will learn, and after that we are doing a project, right, end to end, and then everything is done in front of you. Problem statement is being shown. Everything is done in front of you real time without any error, right? Sometimes people say that, hey, how you can teach two projects in 2 months because in company it takes around 2 years to do the project, right? Why we are able to do that? Because in the company you need to discuss the architecture diagram, you need to just figure out the data, you need to figure out like how to develop, right? Everything here is pre-developed. We are doing everything real time in front of you without any error. We take 4 hours class, 5 hours class, we build a project without any error because we have done it multiple times. We have pre-prepared and then we are teaching. If you try to do it by yourself, you might need to implement, suppose if you're implementing it 2 hours, you might need 6 hours to implement it, right? Because you will basically stuck and all of that. But if you focus, if you give yourself 2 hours to 3 hours daily, you will finish this course in 2 months duration of time. This is extensive training, just like a corporate training which you get in Mu Sigma or like some sort of like Infosys training, right? They give you, they teach you for 2 to 3 months, they deploy to the project. Similarly, we are teaching you real-time projects which will help you to crack the interview and also do the real-time job, right? So here you can see and then we are giving you all the interview preparation questions so that you're fully prepared, right? Now, like suppose if you want to, this Snowflake data engineering course will basically help you to gain 3 years of experience. Now somebody comes and then say that, hey, my expectation is 30 LPA, 35 LPA. I am more than like 10 years, 15 years of experience. Then you can integrate your Snowflake data engineering course with Azure data engineering course, and also you can integrate Snowflake data engineering course with AWS data engineering course, which I will tell you now. Okay. So now let me give you a brief about everything. The Snowflake data engineering course give you 3 to 4 years of experience. You can learn Snowflake, Airflow, Glue, ADF, DBT. You will learn two projects in 2 months. After the course, you can go for SnowPro course certificate, right? You need a basic knowledge about SQL to do this course. You can expect up to 20 LPA package, right? The class will start from tomorrow's 26th of October, 8:30 a.m. IST to 10:30 a.m. IST, right? And then if you want more package, right? Suppose if you want looking for 25, 30, 35, 40, whatever it is, right? Definitely if you're looking for more package, you need to learn more. It's very simple, right? And also at the same time, like you need to invest more time. So over here we have a Snowflake AWS course and Snowflake Azure course, right? So now you can like, so both of the cloud is good, right? You can understand, hey, if you have worked with AWS in the past, you can choose AWS. If you worked with Azure in the past, you can choose Azure. If you have friends around with AWS, you can choose that particular course because they can guide you. They can also assist you, right, in few of the projects. So you can choose accordingly in any of the cloud and then you can learn, right? So in this AWS course, we will teach you Glue in detail, and in this Azure course, we will teach you ADF in detail, right? Here also in Snowflake, we'll cover Glue, ADF, DBT, but we'll not go deep into this. The focus is Snowflake over here, but here the focus is Glue, and here the focus is ADF. And here we will be teaching you extra 3 projects. Here also we'll be teaching you extra 3 projects, right? So after doing the Snowflake course, you can basically go for Snowflake Pro course certificate, and after doing this, the AWS course, you can go for AWS certified data engineering course. For after doing this Azure data engineering course, you can also go for Snowflake course certificate, and also you can go for Azure data engineering course, right? The basic knowledge about SQL is required for all of the courses. If you don't know SQL, then we have a SQL course which you can also learn and then come back to us like after learning SQL, right? That also you can do. So we have a SQL course which we also teach in here, right? Which is also like very recently started. So if you want to willing to learn SQL and then come to us, you can learn SQL and come back to us, right? All right. So I was saying, yeah, so here after doing the AWS course, you can expect up to more than 20 LPA, you can expect up to 30, 35 LPA very easily. Now, if you say, Abhishek, I want 45 package, right? Then my request is learn this and then target more, right? Because you need to really start. I can design the course for you for 45 LPA package as well. I will suggest you to go for Databricks, learn Databricks as well. But our suggestion is to learn something first and then target for another course. So give yourself 4 months amount of time, learn it, finish it, then take another course, right? Don't make your life difficult by taking like 1 year of course or 6 months of course or 8 months of course, right? Because you might not be able to finish that. So just target for 4 months, finish that, and then target for another course, right? But this AWS data engineering course, Azure data engineering course is capable enough to give you the package up to 35 LPA package, right? The batch will start from tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. IST. The will be the timing. Saturday, Sunday it will run, right? All right. Now coming to the offer for the enrollment, as I told you, the Snowflake data engineering course is 20,000 rupees. AWS is also 20,000 rupees, right? If you want to integrate, this is 40,000. This is also 40,000 rupees. But in today's demo, we are giving a Snowflake data engineering course in 18,000 rupees. You can pay 10,000 rupees now. Rest after a week you can pay. Right, we have a refund policy of 1 week. As I told you, if you're not satisfied with the training, you can come back to us and get a refund. Nobody came to us because of our teaching style, because we are very confident about our teaching style. But if you're not satisfied, we come back to us and get a refund as well. And then if you're satisfied, pay rest of the money and then continue with the training. Snowflake recordings, right? The Snowflake recording, the original price is 9,000 rupees, 8,999, but in today's demo we are giving in 7,999, right? And this is a payment link for that. Now, if you're looking for an integrated course, right, the fees is 40,000 rupees, but you can get it in 30,000 rupees. You can pay by using the same link, and then we will contact you if you want to upgrade your course to the combined course, right? That we will contact you. And similarly, you can also integrate your course with Azure, right? And this is a payment link for that. Okay. Now let me send you the payment link, right, so that you can enroll for the course. We have very limited seats left, right? So as I told you that we take only 20 students for the course, right? So if you're interested, go ahead and enroll, right? And then we will start learning from tomorrow. Now, if you have any question regarding anything, you can go ahead and ask your question, guys, please. I think unmute option is still there. Yeah. Go ahead and ask question, guys, if you have any question. Anybody has any question, guys?
Yeah, Abhishek, in case of Snowflake and AWS, Python required to learn? Python.
Like how good are you in SQL?
Yeah, SQL actually, the Oracle SQL PL SQL since
PL
15
SQL
years.
15 years experience, right? So I will say not for you because you are very well versed with the SQL. And the people who are well versed with the SQL, they can easily understand the logic. They can easily understand that, hey, I want to do with the data frame and all, right? Very basics of Python, probably list array, you probably know it already, right? So I will not say for you it's a prerequisite. You can learn AWS data engineering, but in the side, I suggest you to learn little bit of Python, very basics of Python. And what I do, like I suggest what we do to, like, suppose we work with many developers. I work with many developers. They are a pure SQL background. They can write the SQL, they can write the Python code as well nowadays by using ChatGPT and those coding frameworks. So they write their SQL code, they convert to Python, and they slowly grasp Python as well. So not the prerequisite, but I suggest you to learn it in the side. But you will be able to make sense out of whatever we teach during the course. You won't be like, hey, what they are writing, you will not confuse,
So,
right? So you will be able to
so,
understand logics.
so we see by learning the data brick, right? We get a 45 LPA like that.
So suppose if you want to go for the like 45 LPA package, then we suggest you to learn Snowflake and also Azure Data Engineering, and then gain your knowledge either for Spark processing, detailed Spark distributed computing framework that you can still learn, or you can also enhance your knowledge to some sort of architect level that also you can do. So it's up to you what you want to do. You want to go for core data engineering concepts, or you want to go for, like, I want to learn Azure, Snowflake and Azure data engineering domain, and then I want to learn some sort of admin, and then I want to target like some sort of architect role. So it's up to you what you want to go for. Like either you go for Azure Data Engineering Snowflake plus Databricks Distributed Computing Framework, and then you target up to 40-45 LP package that you can do. Or what you can do also do is you can learn Azure Data Engineering, you can learn Snowflake, and then you can learn admin, and then you can target some sort of architect role. It is up to you what you want to go for. Have I answered your question? Do you have any follow-up question for me? Do you have any follow-up question for me? Recording validity is lifetime. There is no recording end date. It is a lifetime, guys. But we really request you to finish it in a year or so because technology is changing so fast that, like, you please learn it fast, switch it, right? All right. Anybody has any question, guys?
Okay, class.
Huh?
It's
Sorry.
just advertising they are doing. It's a road show to attract more students.
I see.
Anybody has any question, guys? Okay, let me check the chat if there is any question. Recording validity, I already answered. Thank you guys who enrolled for the course, right? Um, I received few of the enrollment link. You can try to enroll right now as well, and if you face any different any problem, we can assist you. What is the difference between Snowflake developer and Snowflake data engineer? Vale, can you answer this question? What is the difference between Snowflake developer and Snowflake data engineer? Okay, I think
Yeah,
you already answered, I think so. Okay, fine. Uh, like, what about what is the duration of live class and recorded class? So live class duration is 2 months. Recorded class there is no duration, right? You can, if you want to finish it in 2 days, 3 days, like you can just finish it off. You just need to invest time in learning, right? So there is like around 40 to 45 hours of training, right? You can just, howsoever you want to finish it, how fast you want to finish it, you can finish it off. Okay. Course duration is 2 months, as I already explained. Prasad question is already answered. Cortex question is answered. We will cover. This is also already answered. All right, guys. So I think for all of you, it's at least clear. The roadmap is clear. If you're a fresher, go for Snowflake data engineering course. You don't need to learn like integrated course and all of that. If you're 2 to 3 years of experience, targeting 10 to 15 LPA, go for Snowflake data engineering course. If you're targeting more than 20 LPA, learn Snowflake data engineering course with some sort of an integrated program. either AWS or Azure, right? And then you can get a discount. You can enroll in 30,000 rupees. And if you say that, hey, I want to learn Snowflake first, then I will choose any other cloud. You can just do that as well, right? It is up to you. Snowflake should be definitely learned by someone who has a very good SQL background, because it will be easy for them to switch to modern data warehouse, right? So the SQL is prerequisite for Snowflake course. If you don't know SQL, we have a SQL course as well, which you can learn and come back to us. All right, guys. So now, one last time, anybody has any question, guys, about anything? I have passed my BTech in 2013, ECA later. I got a job in Amazon customer care executive in 2020. Till now I am doing the same. I want job switch as soon as possible. Please, which course should I go for? I am working as Amazon customer care. Okay, Srikant. Do you know SQL, Srikant? Srikant, do you know SQL? No, sir. Okay, fine. So learn SQL, Srikant. Okay, so first learn SQL, because it will help you to basically learn the basics about technical world. What is data, how to transform. So learn SQL first. Okay, so that would be better for you. Learn SQL first and then come back to us and see why I'm suggesting you to learn SQL is, no matter if you become a data analyst, no matter if you become a data engineer, no matter if you become a data scientist, no matter if you want to do anything in data, you need to learn SQL. So learn SQL, and then it will help you to understand technical world, and then come back to us after that to learn Snowflake or something like that. But after SQL as well, you can go and find a job. Okay. So it is a very basic skill set which you should have. So you can enroll for SQL course. You can ping us by using this WhatsApp button, and then we will help you how to enroll. Okay. We recently started this course. Khan sir is a very great teacher. He will help you to understand the SQL basics and about everything. Learn SQL and come back to us. All right, guys. Anybody has any question? Okay. All right, guys. So we will conclude the class now. Happy weekend to all of you. If so, you can use this link to enroll for the course, right? I have sent the link in the chat. And if you want us to call you back for any sort of a question, right, you ping your number, we'll come back to you. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for connecting. See you then. I hope it was valuable session for everyone. Happy weekend. See you around if you're enrolling. Bye.